Welcome to the Game Recap channel. Today we will review a short summary of the game Deadpool VR. The game begins with a conversation between Deadpool and his agent Carl. Currently, Deadpool works for S.H.I.E.L.D. as a mercenary. After discussing the details of the operation, Deadpool starts the car and begins a frantic chase. While fighting off enemy fighters, Deadpool learns that today is Carl's first working day and that he was given a rookie who has zero experience. Infuriated by this, Deadpool becomes more aggressive and destroys even more enemies. Toward the end of the chase, the car jumps off a cliff and flies straight at a helicopter. As a result of this, Deadpool is torn to pieces and lands on an enemy ship. Coming to his senses, Deadpool hears a conversation between an ultimatum soldier and Flag Smasher. Talking to Flag Smasher, Deadpool puts him down in his own manner. At the end of the conversation, Deadpool is transported to a laboratory where they intend to study his body. In the laboratory, Deadpool takes control of his body and destroys the doctor. After putting his head back in place, Deadpool takes his weapons and opens a passage using the scientist's hand. Exploring the complex, Deadpool runs into soldiers whom he kills. Re-establishing communication with Carl, Deadpool realizes that he needs to destroy this ship. With the help of grenades, he destroys the ventilation and moves further. In one of the rooms, Deadpool runs into Flag Smasher, with whom he begins a fight. In the middle of the battle, Deadpool beats Flag Smasher with his own weapon. In the next round, Deadpool throws Flag Smasher off the ship, but he survives by landing on another ship. Deadpool prepares to continue the fight, but he is pulled into an unknown portal. After passing through it, Deadpool enters an unknown space where he is offered to find supervillains for Mojo's TV show. After listening to Mojo's pitch, Deadpool does not think long and places his signature on the contract. Now Major Domo and Spiral will help Deadpool to broadcast his journey to everyone on this channel. From Spiral, Deadpool learns the name of the first target. It turns out to be Lady Deathstrike. To reach her, Spiral opens a portal that teleports Deadpool directly to her. Meeting her, Deadpool jokes as usual, but she does not like it much and tears him to pieces. After some time, Deadpool comes to his senses and gathers himself together. Moving further, Deadpool enters a room where he survives several waves of enemies and opens a mysterious gate. Passing through the gate, Deadpool goes through an obstacle course where there were many traps. After surviving them, Deadpool makes it to the surface where he continues to destroy assassins serving Lady Deathstrike. Reaching their city, Deadpool runs into another gate. To open them, he needs to help souls that have not found peace in this world. Approaching the first spirit, Deadpool recognizes his acquaintance. To open the path, Deadpool helps him confess his feelings. After this, the gate should have opened, but Deadpool realizes that it will not end there. For the next spirit, Deadpool finds ancient records of a lost combat technique. Afterward, Deadpool helps the spirit of a girl leave this world by making sure that everything is fine with her giant pet. The last spirit wanted Deadpool to find the Pirate King's treasure from One Piece for him. However, Deadpool would not tolerate this and put the spirit in its place. After that, the spirit asked to bring him one coin that lay next to him. After this, the gates open and Deadpool rides a zip line, at the end of which he is cut in half. Fighting off the assassins, Deadpool gathers himself together and sets off to Lady Deathstrike. Pretending to be a pizza delivery guy, Deadpool opens the door and reaches Lady Deathstrike. In a conversation with her, Deadpool jokes as usual and refuses to become her punching bag. To settle this, she challenges him to a duel. Reaching the arena, they begin the fight. After defeating Lady Deathstrike, Deadpool teleports to Mojo's arena. There, he learns that he will need to participate in some games. Deadpool tries to refuse Spiral in his joking manner, but she points to the contract that Deadpool signed, which states this, albeit in fine print. Dissatisfied with this, Deadpool teleports to the arena where the game will take place. There, Mojo announces that it will be a team game, and Lady Deadpool comes to Deadpool's aid. Together, they win in 3 rounds and complete the game. Having returned to the base, Deadpool once again listens to Mojo sucking up and praising Deadpool's work. Afterward, Deadpool talks to Spiral. from whom he learns the name of the next target, which turns out to be Mephisto. To get to him, Deadpool teleports to a casino in Las Vegas. Once inside, Deadpool is forced to give his weapons to a guard to move further. Behind the next door, Mephisto himself was waiting for him, who, as it turned out from their conversation, is a huge fan of Deadpool. From this conversation, Mephisto unexpectedly learns that he is Deadpool's target for today. This impressed him greatly, and he was even not against participating in the show. But he was confused that Deadpool could not tell him the duration of this show. To give Deadpool a chance to rest, Mephisto gives him 1 coin and releases him to the hall so he can relax. Reaching the bar, Deadpool orders himself a drink and watches the show of its preparation. After drinking the cocktail, Deadpool notices Johnny Blaze. From the conversation with him, we learn that he also came for Mephisto. To reach him, he transforms into Ghost Rider. After killing the demon bartender, he heads further through the casino and destroys everything in his path. When Ghost Rider kills a guard, Deadpool retrieves his weapons and receives a warning from Ghost Rider not to interfere with him. To reach Mephisto, Deadpool follows Ghost Rider and destroys demons on his path. Reaching Mephisto, Deadpool tries to continue their conversation, but they are interrupted by Ghost Rider, and Mephisto's mood changes sharply. Enraged at Ghost Rider for breaking their agreement, Mephisto transforms into his real form and teleports them to Hell. In Hell, Deadpool teams up with Ghost Rider, and together they pursue Mephisto. As a result of the chase, Ghost Rider captures Mephisto, but Deadpool remembers that he also needs him and tries different ways to convey this to Ghost Rider. One of these phrases angered him, and he decided to reveal all the dark sides of Deadpool and his past. In this vision, Deadpool saw his previous missions and how he destroyed them. As a result, Deadpool had fun like in a movie, and this made Ghost Rider change his mind and give Mephisto to him, because with such a madman, it would be even worse for him than with Ghost Rider. Taking Mephisto, Deadpool teleports to the Mojo Arena again. There, Deadpool mocks Mojo a little in his own style and goes to Spiral to learn about the next target. After joking with her as well, Deadpool learns that his next target will be Ultimo from the Nova Corps. Passing through the portal, Deadpool realizes that Spiral made a mistake with the coordinates, and his head exploded in open space. After moving to the station, Deadpool recovers and begins his search. To gain access to the ship's controls, Deadpool finds the helmet of one of the Nova Corps members. Putting it on, Deadpool begins to see the control panels. After calling a train, Deadpool moves to another part of the complex. There, he finds a mysterious creature of an unknown race who thinks that Deadpool is a member of the Nova Corps. From him, we learn that Ultimo did something, and now the station is in this state because of him. Deadpool was already about to team up with him to find Ultimo when something captures the alien and drags him through the entire complex. Reaching his dead body, we see many more corpses of other creatures. After mourning the loss of Jeff, Deadpool moves on. Trying to proceed further, Deadpool is contacted by Ultimo, whom Deadpool confuses with Ultron. Having received a warning and a threat from him, Deadpool continues his path. After fighting off monsters, Deadpool is unexpectedly attacked by Nova. Talking to him, Deadpool manages to smooth talk him and agree that they will help each other to resolve the situation on the ship. When Nova agrees to team up, he provides Deadpool with more access by increasing the access level of the helmet. To fulfill his part of the agreement, Deadpool moves forward. Running into Nova once more and hearing an insult from him, Deadpool reaches the train with which he can reach the Queen he needs to deal with. After listening to Spiral's dissatisfaction, Deadpool boards the train and leaves the station. During the trip, Ultimo contacts him again and for the last time offers him to change his mind and leave the complex. Refusing him, Deadpool moves to the train control panel and simultaneously kills the zombies that were inside. Reaching the control panel, Deadpool is ready to stop the train when Ultimo teleports Deadpool into virtual reality using the Nova Corps helmet. After winning the game, Deadpool sees the train crash at full speed and Deadpool flies out through the front window. Coming to his senses, Deadpool gathers himself together and reaches the Queen. Contacting Nova, Deadpool receives instructions not to kill the Queen. However, when Deadpool tried to free her, Ultimo appears and downloads himself into her. At this moment, Nova contacts Deadpool and, understanding the situation, removes all restrictions from Deadpool's helmet. Thanks to this, he can use Nova Corp's weapons. With the help of this power, he manages to defeat Ultimo and knock him out of the Queen. After the fight, Nova contacts Deadpool, who says he defeated Ultimo. This impressed Nova, but he got very angry because the Queen flew out into open space. When Deadpool was about to leave the ship, Nova arrives in person and takes the helmet from Deadpool. Afterward, Deadpool teleports to the Mojo base. At the base, we see Deadpool arguing with Spiral, and she takes offense at him. To end the argument, Spiral tells Deadpool about his next target and teleports him. The next target turns out to be Omega Red. Seeing Deadpool, he questions him about why he is here. Deadpool tries to answer in his joking manner, but this does not suit Omega Red, and he decides to tear off Deadpool's arms and leave him among the trash. Afterward, Omega Red leaves Deadpool, and Deadpool tries to complain about this to Spiral, but she, being offended by Deadpool, gave the role of assistant to Major Domo. Complaining to Major Domo that Deadpool argued with Spiral, he takes a tank on wheels and uses it to destroy all the enemies on his path. Reaching a bridge, Deadpool is forced to descend to fix the power supply to the bridge. Following Major Domo's instructions, Deadpool shocks himself with electricity several times, but eventually he manages to lower the bridge. After crossing it, Deadpool reaches a sniper rifle. Sitting behind it, he realizes that there are no cartridges in it. To get them, Deadpool turns to Major Domo. However, when he starts to become a bore, Deadpool turns him off and summons a Deadpool bullet from his thoughts. Having loaded it, Deadpool fires, which causes an explosion of the complex. After this, Deadpool reaches Omega Red, with whom he begins a fight. After defeating Omega Red, Deadpool contacts Major Domo, but unexpectedly for him, Spiral answers and teleports him to the base. At the base, Deadpool talks to Mojo again, and he once more reminds Deadpool that he signed a contract, and there were a hell of a lot of points written in fine print. Deadpool wanted to complain about this to Mojo, but he put Deadpool on voicemail. After this, Deadpool tries to make up with Spiral, but everything only gets worse. Not to escalate the situation further, Deadpool sets off to the Mojo arena. On it, he will have to compete with other versions of himself from other dimensions. As a result, our Deadpool wins, but it seems Mojo does not like this very much. Returning to the base, Mojo appears to us and declares that Deadpool will become the next champion of the Mojo arena. Hearing this, Spiral gets angry and tries to prove that she is the real champion, but Mojo does not want to listen. As a result of this dialogue, they came to no conclusion. After this, Deadpool tries to talk to Spiral, but she does not even want to listen to him. Having no other choice, Deadpool teleports to the arena where he will compete with all 4 villains he caught before. First, Deadpool will compete with Lady Deathstrike. In the final round, they compete to see who can reach the top faster, and Lady Deathstrike cuts Deadpool in half to have an advantage. However, despite this, Deadpool still reaches the finish line first and wins. His next opponent becomes Mephisto, and they decide who wins by tossing a coin. However, Deadpool did not want to give the demon an advantage, so he himself intercepted the coin during the toss. As a result, Deadpool wins and Ghost Rider returns for Mephisto and takes him, just as he planned from the very beginning. Outraged by this, Mephisto protests, but Ghost Rider takes him away faster than he can say anything. Deadpool's next opponent becomes Ultimo, who tries to capture Deadpool's mind. After defeating him, Deadpool moves to the next trial where he will have to fight with Omega Red. As a result of the fight, Deadpool wins, and Omega Red crashes into Deadpool's protective screen. After that, Spiral teleports to Deadpool and once again reminds him of the contract under which Deadpool became Mojo's slave. Despite the fact that Deadpool does not want to fight Spiral and is willing to give her the title of champion, Spiral does not listen to us and begins the fight. Toward the end of the fight, Deadpool comes out of our body and breaking the 4th wall, says that he does not want to kill Spiral and that he has a plan on how to resolve this. However, for this, we need to trust him and first kill Spiral. Having agreed with him, we regain control over Deadpool and kill Spiral, as was intended. After this, Mojo appears and congratulates Deadpool on the victory, and confirms to him that Spiral's contract ended as soon as she died. After that, Deadpool asks Mojo for a moment and passes to Spiral all his findings that he saw on his path. Thanks to this, he manages to bring Spiral back to life. Having returned to life, Spiral is initially angry at Deadpool because she will have to work for Mojo again. But after Deadpool's words that she is free, she decides to finish Mojo and asks Deadpool for help. Without thinking long, Deadpool agrees to help, and then Spiral summons Deadpools from other worlds to help ours. While the Deadpools deal with Mojo's giant robot, Spiral will head to the headquarters to find and destroy all of Mojo's contracts and end him forever. Having united, we begin the fight. Spiral runs into Major Domo and gives him a choice, either to surrender or die in battle, but Major Domo prepared for this and summoned other warriors from Spiral's planet. While she fights them off, the Deadpools confront Mojo, and although it looks funny, in the end they manage to defeat Mojo, and Spiral manages to reach the control panel after killing Major Domo. While Spiral deals with the contract and the database, the Deadpools play ball using Mojo. When the other Deadpools take Mojo away, Spiral appears and thanks Deadpool for his help, and she gives Deadpool a portal gun so they are even and can live their lives. Deadpool drags out the dialogue in his usual manner. However, when Spiral was about to move through the portal, Deadpool jumps toward her, and on this, the game ends. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video on the Game Recap channel.